Episode
All
9.
right, so now we're on episode 9, right? I was like, so with that, like, keep in mind with everything that was going on at that time, right? I'm starting to pay attention to like how your wife is not only looking at me but also looking at you. A woman generally treats their partners, or not even just a woman, your partners generally treat your siblings the same way you treat them, because it's a reflection, right? And the thing of it is that at first your wife was cool. Keep in mind, like, his wife is one. I was like, but color, she wasn't like at first when I was first when I first always interacted with her until this interaction. I never really seen her like racist or anything like that, or stereotypical or anything like that. She's more of a down to earth type of person. But like, yeah, I was like, she's a down to earth type of person. However, she does have her like ways about her when she like gets the feeling of that need of having drama. Like, she'll get that feeling and or that need of having drama in her life, and she'll just take it a little bit too far. Like, this particular situation in a whole was taken a little bit too far. And so like I started to see like certain things within her that like I wasn't prepared for, like where I literally said to myself like, yo, where is this coming from? You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't here at all. Like, this is something that this is something that that wasn't making any sense. Like, I've never seen this side of her. Like, you know what I mean? And keep in mind, like, I've always been the person to have her back. I was like, I think that was the part that kind of threw me for a loop, because it was just like one of those things, like, I've always had your back. Like, I've never, like, I never made it a race thing. Like, am I aware of like racism? Am I aware of who I am? Of course. I was like, I have to be. I was like, and then on top of that, like, my mom embedded that into me. I was like, and I just kind of went further and deeper into it, right? So I know who I am. It's not just about this. It's more to it. It's about the essence, right? And the essence that you choose to carry. So, I know who I am, and I know who, or so I thought I knew who my brother's wife was. You feel me? I was like, and at that time, like, I was just like, damn, like, this is a lot. Like, I have to like take in consideration of like, damn, like, I can no longer look at you in the same light that I looked at you for the longest time beforehand. I was like, but the crazy thing about it was, also in that time, in that moment, is that before me and my niece had got into it, my niece had warned me. She said, the family ain't the same. Those boys, they ain't the same. And here's the thing. I completely understood where she was coming from. But in the same breath, she was really just saying, like, nobody's really the same. Like, it's not how when we were kids and stuff like that. Like, and she even came from a point of, like, I think it was because she was coming from a point of anger, or, like, it felt more so angry than it felt, like, really helping. That's the reason why I didn't take the advice, right? I didn't take the value of the words. I took the action or the emotions of the words rather than the value of the words, right? Rather than, actually valuing the words. And so, I got bit by doing that and stuff like that, because she even warned me about her mom. I was like, and so it's not to say that she feels negative towards her mom or anything like that, but she definitely has her own opinion on how she feels about her mom. You know what I mean? And me personally, like, I don't like, between me and her, me and my niece, we got into a falling out, and I was honest with my niece. I said, like, I had to block you because I knew you was about to go off, and I didn't want to see that. I was like, I didn't want to be a part of that version of you. You know what I mean? You might be upset because I talk heavily on our nephews or on my nephews. That's natural for me. I was like, but in the same breath, like, I'm not trying to disrespect you or make you feel bad or, make you feel like, or like trying to trigger you. I'm not trying to do that to you. I was like, and that was one of the things where I felt like maybe my niece wasn't really understanding, but also I wasn't taking in consideration of her emotions, right? And so, yeah, like I was like, I blocked her for a couple of hours because I said, well, let me block her because I don't want to read her text message. Whatever she about to send to me, I don't want to read that. Like, because you know what I mean? Like, I don't want that energy. You know what I mean? I don't want that particular energy, because that's not what I was going with that conversation. And she just blew up. It was like a trigger to her. And when I seen that it was a trigger to her and stuff like that, like, I just was talking to her mom, and I was like, I've never seen whatchamacallit like this. Like, why? Like, what's really going on? Like, what happened in that particular situation? And, her mom kind of went into the same thing saying like, oh, she smokes weed. I was like, it's because she smokes weed, and, weed makes you bipolar and all this wild, goofy shit, right? Stay tuned for part 10.